That
Nicely
didn't
done.
sound.
Very nicely done.
That didn't sound right.
No, it sounded pretty
sounded
good.
great.
Was it all right? Okay.
It's that thing whirring in your ear beside you.
Yeah. That's right.
Welcome back, everybody, once again to our Loosey Goosey show about town. And proud to be in the Georgetown studio, hopefully in Lee's garage next week. We got Big Daddy, Mandy, myself, and Leah all in the studio today. And bringing you your local news, weather, sports, all the good stuff going on in the Halton Hills area, and including our gig guide. So we're brought to you by
Max Tires. Max Tires, of course, has the lowest prices on tires anywhere in the GTA, according to Sean. And you can get a hold of them by calling 905-873-9255. And don't you forget it. He's got.
She was just wincing back there.
She was checking to see if I remembered the phone number. But you know what? It's all been a big funny with Big Daddy, because I've been roping you in. I always knew the number.
He's been playing you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And that's the story you're sticking to.
And now, Halton's Women's Place brings you the gig guide with Mandy. What's going on this week?
Well, we've got quite a bit going on. Rotary Community Dinner at Knox Presbyterian. Free dinner, donations by those who are able, Friday, May 5th and June 2nd. Doors open at 5:30 and dinner is at 6.
I know where I'm going for dinner after this.
Yeah.
The Cellar, Sunday, May 14th, a 3-course Mother's Day meal for $65. Call for reservations.
Now, I do have a quick question. We have Knox Church here and we have an Acton. Which one is it?
It's the Knox Church
In
here, I
Georgetown.
believe, yes. Okay. The Red Harp Acton, Friday, May 5th, Celtic Effect at 9 p.m. Friday, May 12th, Transistor Radio, 9 p.m. Saturday, May 13th, Middle of Nowhere, again, 9 p.m. And Sunday, May 14th, 1 to 3 p.m., Mother's Day with Paw Patrol. Kids meal is $25. Adults are off the menu. Limited reservations. Please contact them as soon as you can. Friday, May 26th at 9 p.m. is Chris Brune.
What's Manny up to? Appellation.
Okay, at the Appellation, every Thursday karaoke, 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Sunday, May 14th, they're having a Mother's Day as well and are now taking reservations. Friday, May 5th at 9 p.m. is Damn Animals. And Saturday, May 6th, 2 to 6 p.m. is their open mic. Sunday Grooves is at 9 p.m. on Saturday. And Sunday, May 7th at 7 p.m. is their open mic again.
What's going on with Gavin at the symposium?
Symposium, Sunday, May 14th. They have an amazing menu for Mother's Day. Go online and check it out. It does look yummy. And they are now doing their community favorites at lunch at their lunch pricing. Uncorked on Main, Saturday, May 6th. Sentimentals, 7 to 9 p.m.
I like that live music that's coming back into town.
Oh, this is
Both-
awesome.
I love it. It's a sign of spring as well. And same with Lee's garage opening. It's a sign of spring. And it's just so funny. I had somebody literally run up to me the other day. I was coming in the house. And it's a keyboard player that used to stop in last year. And she came running up to me. And the first thing again out of her mouth, when's the garage opening? It was like,
You know what I always get when I'm around town? Aren't you the guy on YouTube? Aren't you the guy on Facebook? Not Halton Hills Online,
Yeah.
but the guy
Yeah.
on YouTube or the guy on Facebook.
well, I think that they don't put such a name to it because there's
No.
so much stuff on
Well,
YouTube
you're-
and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and
Yeah.
you know we kind of get lost in that shuffle, but they remember the face or you know the voice sometimes is part of it. We both had that, I think, and driving the cab even more so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So we want to talk about,
Okay.
of course, Halton Women's Place.
And
Yeah.
Halton, we are brought to you by Halton Women's Place. If you or anyone you know is in a difficult situation, please reach out. The crisis lines are always open 24/7, including holidays. Their Milton and Halton Hills number is 905-878-8555. I can't stress this enough. Please, whether it is a trusted family member, a friend, or Halton Women's Place, reach out. You're not alone.
And that's
And we got your back here too as well.
we do.
So
We do.
yeah, no, great organization. They do wonderful stuff, and they're going to have their Men in High Heels thing coming up soon too as well. So
Yeah, we do that in the summer, don't we? Or I can't
they
remember.
usually do it late spring. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's usually late spring down in Milton, and a good friend of mine, Mike Cluett, is one of the ward counselors down there, and he has a lot to do with it. He does a lot of work helping the Halton Women's Place. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Mike for that.
Have you ever seen me in high heels?
I don't think I want to.
No.
Oh, no. I can't
not
wait to
pretty-
see both of them.
There is
Yep.
there is pictures out there of me somewhere around. But
Mandy, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Every week, of course, Mandy presents the gig guide, and we have Leah Lywood coming up, and Mandy will be back at the end of the show.
and if you want to get your name on the gig guide, get in touch with Mandy on our Facebook page. We'd love to hear from you.
Local musicians, for sure.
Absolutely.
Let us know what
Absolutely.
you're doing. And
All
by the
right,
magic
we
of video.
are back with Leah in the air chair with us as we're all munching down on this show brought to you by the Canadian Diabetes Association.
Yeah, here we are.
We
This is-
managed to snarf down almost 2 bags worth of snacks today.
God.
Oh my God.
I think this is a record.
You know what? We're going to have a sugar downer in about an hour.
Yeah,
man.
But I have to say something. We have a new addition to the team, and
Well, you keep bringing the
I keep bringing the gluten free because that's all
gluten-free
she can eat,
stuff, so-
and she's worse than me some days.
Yeah.
I didn't think that would be possible.
I think that you and her eat more candies than Lee and I.
It's a woman thing.
Today you definitely have.
What can
that's
I
for
say?
Sure. But my numbers were dropping, and I needed it, so I've got the excuse that at least I had to take something. So
I may have something else hidden, but we'll see.
All right, the big story this week, or at least one of them, Halton police have laid fraud charges against a Mississauga man after a fraud investigation involving a home designer, builder of tiny small houses. The 58-year-old business owner is charged with 9 counts of fraud, over $5,000, after investigators received several reports of people making down payments never delivered. Some of the alleged victims, who came from across Ontario, lost in excess of $200,000. That's a lot of money.
good chunk of change
After
there.
potential buyers were defrauded of down payments and full purchase. The man was held in custody pending a bail hearing. The charges have not been proven in court, and the police are actually asking anyone with information to contact Detective Constable Kevin Harvey of the Halton Regional Police Fraud Unit, 905-465-8744.
little tiny houses.
Little
Some of
tiny
those-
houses
some of those
in
things
Halton
are neat.
Hills.
I get this things come up on my Facebook once in a while, and they're showing some of these tiny houses, and they're, for a single person, you know what? What a great way to live.
I've often thought of buying an RV and just buggering off.
Taking off.
You know what?
Oh, I like it just an old van, a nice size converted, and just drive in that. It's even cheaper.
After being, for 12 years, I traveled the U.S. and Canada, and because I was traveling for work, you never really get to visit anywhere. You do once in a while, but you'd go into a cool town and you'd want to stay and check it out, but you're jumping on a plane or jumping in the car, even again, like you said, I'd love to get an RV and just be able to tour around to those towns and just stop and take your time, and like you said, just kind of bugger off from the rest of the world.
Yeah.
You know.
And then go and visit the Griswolds, and the shitter will back
Exactly.
up, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, here's a conversation that we had not that long ago.
Yes, not that long ago at
Yeah.
all.
A few minutes. King Charles III's coronation will take place Saturday, May 6th. The day will be marked in Halton by a few special events, including the following. St. Alban, the Martyr Anglican Church in Glen Williams, Halton Hills, will be holding a coronation vigil evensong on Friday, May 5th at 7 p.m. Join the congregation in celebration of and prayer for King Charles on the eve of his coronation. St. Alban is located at 537 Main Street in Glen Williams. In Burlington, British Pride Bakery, 451 Guelph Line, is currently featuring a display of King Charles III coronation souvenirs. On the day itself, the shop will be offering special baked goods, including Gold Empire cookies. They sound good. And a special coronation box of sweet.
She's still
and
hungry.
Figures when you get talking about food that Leah will get right into it then. Oh, cookies. Her mind wanders. Look at the squirrel in that tree. Cookies.
Oh, shiny straw.
Gold Empire cookies and a special coronation box of sweet and savory British favorites. Both the Royal Botanical Gardens, 680 Plains Road West in Burlington, and Bronte Creek Provincial Park at 1219 Burl Oak Drive in Oakville will offer free admission on May the 6th. And Burlington's Brant Street Pier, located at Spencer Smith Park, 1400 Lakeshore Road,
Right
will
at the end
also
of Brant Street.
will also be lit up in emerald green May 5th to 8th in honor of the coronation of King Charles III.
And keeping it local, guaranteed, Sweet Molly's is going to have something going on.
Well, have a good weekend with it, folks, if you're into it.
If you're into it.
Some people aren't.
I just think it's a complete waste of money.
I think it's...
I just don't agree with everything that's been going on as we discussed.
we don't really have to dwell on it, but...
We don't want to go into all of it at this point in time.
And these are the opinions of the, the
4 out of 4 in this room.
Announcers themselves, but we could go on. I'd do a whole show just about that alone, but I'd rather.
I have the greatest respect for the royal family. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
The Queen was my mother. I was raised as a Brit. When I was a young lad, that she
Me
was
too.
my mother, and I respected her.
Well, we all had the Queen in our classrooms. We all grew up with all of that stuff, and I get that, and that's fine.
Well, my background
But
is British and Welsh, so I get
in the
it.
days of today, when everybody's broke and everybody's hurting, and I sit back and watch them spending billions of dollars on this coronation for what? Really? You've got people starving, you've got people homeless, you've got people that are hurting and can't pay their bills, yet these guys get this treatment. I just don't get it. So have fun with it. Police are searching for a middle-aged man suspected of stealing a $7,000 ring from a Halton Hills jewelry store near Steeles Avenue and Trafalgar Road, which I'm assuming will be the premium outlet stores. This was back on April 7th. The suspect was seen entering the store asking to see a necklace. The Halton police commented. While the employee retrieved the necklace, he leaned over the open case and grabbed a ring and concealed it in his jacket pocket. He then left the store, not attempting to pay. The male suspect is described as being 35 to 45 years of age, with a height of 5'8", approximately 175 pounds. And at the time of the alleged theft, he was wearing black rimmed glasses, a gray toque, a green Hugo Boss sweater under a black coat, blue jeans, black running shoes, and the shoes had white and red detailing. So if you see
Don't you have a pair of shoes like that?
I've got several, just in case I have to throw a pair out while I'm running.
You might want to get rid of those ones.
So yeah, keep your eye out, and $7,000. That's a bold move.
I would say that ring is long gone, man.
Oh,
They're not going to find that.
That's been fenced so quickly, it's not funny. But what a bold move to just reach around. I don't know.
You gotta have balls to do that, I guess.
People are hurting right now, and unfortunately, they're being driven to extents that you never thought you'd see.
But God save the king, and let's do a coronation. So.
How did I know that was coming?
Here's one out of Ottawa, and this is you know Michael Chung. We all know Michael Chung.
Mike's a
I've
great
met him
guy.
many times.
Actually, last time I think we saw him and hung out with him was the NHL day there.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a great day.
And
he's
such a
actually
nice
on
guy.
our site. You remember what he said to us?
Come and see me. Well, we're coming to see you.
We're coming to see you, Mike. He made that statement, and now we've got it backed up.
I forgot about that.
We've got it backed up now.
Oh,
We're coming to see you, Mike. I hope you're doing well.
Anyway,
this is a bullshit story too.
This is unreal. Our very own Michael Chung has been in the national and international headlines. Conservative MP Michael Chung is accusing the federal government of failing to inform him about allegations that Beijing wanted to intimidate his family. And citing a report in the Globe and Mail, Chong said on Monday that he was profoundly disappointed to learn the authoritarian regime in China was targeting members of of course, the Canadians right here.
Yeah.
And I can't get that to move over. There it is. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, there's my, oh, there you go. But anyway, what I'm saying is, it's getting serious.
Yeah.
When somebody close to home, I mean, you hear all this China stuff, and it kind of goes in one ear and out the other because it's like all the other world news.
Well,
is passing.
you're thinking
But this
Ottawa
is-
and this and that, and you know, but to see it hit
when,
Halton.
when I first
Can't use
started hearing about it, I thought, no, I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
so
I agree with you on that, and you know, and like I said, it's when it hits close to home like that, it's all of a sudden, you know, it's kind of like all the crime we're seeing cropping up lately in our little, you know, burg here of Halton Hills, that it kind of hits home, and it's frustrating. And Mike, I hope you guys get this figured out, because that's not cool. And
Not
we're coming
cool
to
at
talk
all.
to you really, really soon, just so you know about what we talked about at the NHL hockey thing in Georgetown. I hope you remember.
isn't it horrible when you got some big news and you can't say anything to
I
anybody?
know.
Just sucks.
I know.
But it's still big news anyway.
Stay tuned.
Oh yeah. Big news.
We got lots going on. Anyways, we'll move on from that.
Yep.
So the Halton Regional Police Service suspended 2 drivers for speeding in Halton Hills on the morning of May 2nd. Police recorded the speeds of 115 and 122 kilometers per hour in a posted 70 kilometer per hour zone. Wow. With the drivers in Kia and Honda vehicles. I'm not surprised for some reason. Speeds like this kill, police said. The incidents, which occurred just 2 hours apart, resulted in vehicle impoundments and license suspensions.
I would hope so.
There needs to be more of that,
Oh,
given
God,
the
yeah.
drivers with these little cars on the road these days.
Well, they think they're
Especially on the highways.
They think they're fast and furious
Ugh.
guys, right? They think, oh, I can do it in the video game.
You know when you really notice speed is when you're on the 401 or one of the main highways, and you're doing 100, 110 like most people do. Some people do 120 if they're pushing it. When you're doing 110 and somebody's passing you like you're standing still, how fast are they going?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They've got to be doing close to 200 clicks because they're passing you, and you know what I'm talking about.
God,
If
yeah.
you
Oh,
drive
yeah.
on the highway, you see once
it all
every
the time.
every 5 minutes you'll see somebody go boom. Wow.
Well, this next story, somebody had a very bad day when they got home. A Georgetown driver is facing multiple highway traffic charges following a car crash in somebody's backyard back on Monday, May 1st.
Wow.
Halton police tweeted around 8 p.m. that the police responded to the area following numerous traffic complaints about a car and its driver. Police allege the young driver lost control of the vehicle, left the roadway, and ended up at the edge of somebody's pool in their backyard. The driver's facing multiple charges.
No.
Pretending he's
really?
Keith Moon.
Yeah, exactly.
But it doesn't say in the article. By the way, hello to the Independent Free Press in
Yes,
Halton Hills
Halton
today.
Hills today, yes.
We use you as sources as well as the police, Halton Police, etc., and the school board and the town. But no, it's they didn't give you the location of it.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I guess so. Nobody wants to
It's
know.
just a Georgetown man got charged with it, or young man.
I'm trying to
anyway.
figure out by looking at the picture. Where is that? I don't know. It could be anywhere.
Yeah,
could
God,
be
yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah. So especially somebody's backyard. Usually the front of the house you can identify, but somebody's backyard, unless you've been in it, it's impossible to identify, I would think. So
Well, you know, it's turtle season again.
lots of them.
As the days get warmer and turtles start coming out of hibernation, residents should be prepared to share roads, creeks, wetlands, and other areas. Snapping and painted turtles, commonly seen around Halton Hills, are a provincially and federally recognized species at risk. The reptiles, encased in a bony shell, can live on land and water, and they are an integral part of the wetlands, said Peter Duncanson, founder of the Halton Hills Turtle Guardians group, and which strives to protect turtles against dangers from human interaction and other animals. Now, turtles clean up the ecosystem, he says. They eat dead fish and are a food source for other living creatures, balance the pH level in the water, and also helps new plants grow, and so on and so forth. Now, one thing I want to say about this, is in the weeks to come, be very careful, especially on the road where it says turtle crossings. Don't take that for granted and go, yeah, I've never seen one. You might see one.
Yeah.
One
We-
day.
Yeah.
Katie and I, when we lived on Ontario Street, I think, what is it, Ewing right there.
Yeah.
That when it kind of goes down and then comes back up, and you can see there's water and whatnot
yeah.
on each side. That is a prime spot for turtle crossings. And I can remember her and I and the kids constantly going over there with, we didn't want to hurt them. They're snappers. You're not going to put your hands in when they're this big. But we would try and direct them just with a big stick, just to kind of, and they would fight it. They'd hiss at us.
Oh yeah.
We'd spend an hour trying to get them across to the other side of the road, 'cause you know that's where they're going. But please be careful.
We should get my Uncle Sid on here and interview him, because he used to be a turtle crossing guard, as a matter of fact, in Balnafad for many years.
That's beautiful.
He's
I
very
love
slow,
that.
very
I love
Hopefully
that.
got paid by the hour.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It was a slow process.
Yeah. Here's one for you though. The church right across from Home Hardware in Acton, in behind is some marshland back in there, and they cross there. And driving past there, you wouldn't think you would have turtles crossing there. You wouldn't, because you can't see the water
That's right.
from the road.
Yeah.
And it is a major crossing there. And last year, unfortunately, there was a mother and 5 of them crossing the road, and people didn't stop. They ran over them.
Well, that happens on Ewing sometimes,
Yeah,
but most people know now.
You know, you don't have to stop and nudge them, but you can drive around them, people. Like, don't be an ass about it. Just drive around them. You know, it's not target practice on the road.
Lobster Fest.
Yes.
Oh, coming up, Kiwanis Club of Georgetown's Lobster Fest is coming back. Here's what you need to know. When and where? Lobster Fest will be held Friday, May 26th at the Gellert Center. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. and dinner is at 7 p.m. Tables of 8 will be set up in the main hall. Bring a table of friends or meet new friends at your table. Each ticket holder will receive 2 lobsters, a steak, potatoes, salad, coffee, and dessert for $95. Extra lobsters are available for purchase during the evening and if quantities allow. The live lobster will be flown in from the Maritimes and cooked just prior to dinner.
Oh, gosh. Right from the Maritimes. Hey, boy, to Jesus, I'll tell you. Bye.
I'm
Here
allergic
they
to
come.
them, so I
Are
can't.
you?
Oh.
Shellfish? Oh, yeah, I can't do the
Are you?
shellfish.
I
Oh,
can
yeah.
do shellfish.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I love
See you
lobster,
later.
man. Especially with some butter on it. Eh? You put
Shrimp,
some butter on
lobster,
it.
crab.
Nice
no.
garlic butter there. Oh.
Stop it.
You guys
I'm
can eat.
hungry.
You can eat my portion. There you go.
Right.
I'll give it to you.
And a nice steak is always good too. I always
that's
enjoy
fine.
a nice steak. Okay, Acton High School's production of The Somewhat True Tale of Robin Hood will mark a couple of firsts. To start, it'll be the first school performance since COVID-19 pandemic. It'll also be the first school production as a grade 7 to 12 school. The play is a comedic take on the classic story of Robin Hood, with an egocentric hero, a bowling sheriff, a hapless Prince John, and a troupe of spoon-wielding merrymen. Work on the play began back in September, with cast rehearsals starting in January. Between cast and technical crew, there are about 30 students involved in the play, which is directed by drama teacher Jen Ross. That's weird. We know a Jen.
You know a Jenny Ross, yeah.
There will be 3 performances nightly from Wednesday, May 10th to Friday, May 12th, all starting at 7 p.m. And you can check out the Acton High School website for more information and details on that. And since the start of this, since before the pandemic. So
It's a long time. And it's nice to see the kids and get out and support the kids. And, and you'll be surprised.
Oh,
I'm
some of
telling
these
you.
productions are really, really good. They're not your, your grade 2 and 3
No.
talent shows.
No.
These guys put on a pretty serious show and work very hard to do so.
Lots of stuff going on this weekend. Acton Spring Markets, and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Dufferin Rural Heritage Community Center. Yeah, I know. I was going to go back to that one. I was, honestly.
Okay.
Can I finish what I'm doing now?
Yeah, we believe you, as I do the big eye roll.
Explore the wares of over 100 tagged or talented, creators. Now, as I go back to Open Euchre, see, you threw me Saturday, 11 a.m. Registration by 10:30 a.m. or you'll be paying the price, I'll tell you. at the Acton Legion. Play begins at 11 a.m. in the Ladies Lounge, and teams of 4 can register at the bar for $20. Burgers will also be available for $5 each. And, we keep talking about food, man. I'm getting hungry all the time here.
Crazy, no.
Acton Spring Market, that's Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Dufferin Rural Community Center, 30 Park Avenue in Acton. Stop touching me. A local shopping experience just in time for Mother's Day, and explore the wares of over 100 talented local creators. Are my nose hairs showing or something? You're staring at me.
No, you just redid the spring market again, that's all.
I have to prove I'm Big Daddy once in a while.
I know.
All right,
We
where the
get
hell
it.
am I now? Oh, get ready for
get
summer
ready for
event.
summer now.
Okay. May 6th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Bethel Church in Acton. And learn more about what's happening in the community this summer. There will be free bikes and complimentary coffee and tea, a free hot dog. There's the food again. Sponsored by Acton No Frills and more. Don't forget to bring a non-perishable item for the Crama Cruiser food drive to fill the Roxy Center food pantry, and new underwear donations for Drop Your Drawers fundraiser, along with life jacket donations.
That's new underwear, people. Not used underwear, new underwear.
Oh,
Okay.
God, I hope so.
Skid marks will not be accepted.
Okay.
Even if they're free.
Did you guys stick that in there on me as a joke? I don't quite understand it, but hey, no problem. Nothing like a life jacket and a pair of underwear, and you're all set.
And a can of soup.
There. Oh. Can I pass the story over you to, for God's sakes, let me get out of this. There you go. Your turn.
Okay. Saturday, 7 p.m., Georgetown Christian Reformed Church. The choir will perform United We Sing, Songs of Love and Hope for Humanity. Tickets cost $25 and are available at the Georgetown Choral Society. So join the .ca, but you can go to their website and check out their spring concert.
Sounds
Right
like
on.
a lot of fun. You got Mary Poppins
Mary
coming
Poppins
up too.
going on, yes. Opens May 5th at the John Elliott Theatre. Globe Productions Youth Company returns to perform Mary Poppins Jr. There will be an evening performance on May 5th and 6th at 7:30 p.m. and a matinee on May 7th at 2 p.m. Tickets are available at John Elliott Theatre box office in person, or you can also give them a call at 905-877-3700, or you can also check out their website as well. So.
And the one we've been ranting about for a few weeks now, We Will Rock You, May the 5th and 6th, 7 p.m. at Christ the King, Georgetown. Enjoy a production by the students of Christ the King, based around the legendary music of Queen. Tickets cost $15 for students and seniors and $20 for adults, and they can be purchased at the door or through School Cash Online. And it's great to have both of our high schools, well, 2 out of 3 anyway, putting on live drama, live performances.
Yeah. I do want to touch on this one a little bit. I know it's not Halton Hills, but it's still part of the Halton region. Our condolences are going out to the 8-year-old girl that was hit and run yesterday, going to a school concert on top of it all. That's kind of what made me click in my head. And just a tragic story. 21-year-old charged with hit and run, leaving the scene.
Where was this?
Burlington, at Central High School in Burlington.
Okay.
And very sad story. They parked the car, she went to run in to go see the school concert, and this 21-year-old hit and killed her. Our condolences go out to the family.
So sorry.
A tragic story. And, people, when you're around schools, it does not matter what time of day it is. There are kids playing around there. There's parks, there's open spaces for them to play. Please, slow the hell down, man. Like, come on.
Even if the sign says 40 kilometers per hour these times of day, don't worry about the times of day.
Yeah.
Acknowledge that all the time for that reason. Like Lee said, there's always kids around all the time.
There's always something going on. So, again, I just wanted to put that out there from our team here.
Yeah.
Huge condolences going out to the family. I couldn't imagine.
So the Halton Hills Bulldogs, we're going to be covering them starting tomorrow. The season starts at Mold Masters at 7:30 p.m. Halton Hills Bulldogs, our lacrosse team, hosts Aurelia. and 7:30 again at Mold Masters. So we want to let you know that we'll be there with all the scores in the morning for you when you wake up, and we look forward to working a season with the Bulldogs and getting into some lacrosse.
Absolutely.
Maybe we get some.
The Toronto Rock heading into the playoffs as well. So.
I saw the boys. I was driving down Todd Road. Like you said last year, you see them running.
Yeah.
And I saw them running, and they were running, and there was like 20 of them. And I'm going. I slowed down. I said, "You guys got to be Bulldogs." And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "All right, man."
It's all
so it was great. It was, and we all punched in the. It was like, "Yeah, right on." You guys are. So they're getting ready.
Yeah.
The boys are running. I saw them running there the other night.
It's always good to hear.
And then, of course, next week, if I got to scroll down, May 18th or May 11th. Oh, May 11th, Orangeville's in town at 8 p.m. And that's midweek sometime, I think. So we'll be
out
Thursday.
and
Thursday?
support the Bulldogs.
Yeah. So go Bulldogs, and actually I'm going to go in and see JV and get some Bulldogs wear for us to wear. You know, is it all gone? You guys are pigs, man. I'll tell you. Oh, I can't. You know what, sweetheart? There, you can have. There's one
I don't
tropical
need any.
Swedish berry left. Do you
I'm
want
good.
it? Even Amanda doesn't want it, so I got to eat it then.
Got your name on it, that's why.
I know, it's right there at the bottom.
You already touched it.
Did you see that old baseball card? On the bottom of the back, it was a 1960s baseball card, and he's standing there in the picture. But if you really blow up the picture, on his bat, it says something very derogatory on the bottom. F word is mentioned.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Which, I don't know what made me think of that.
I was just going to ask you, what made you think of that?
I don't know, my mind's everywhere today. It's all the sugar we're having, you know.
All right, we want to remind you about our online local radio station. Please check it out. Great station, lots of awesome music.
Don
Plus,
Cherry.
of course, Don Cherry as well. Plus, we have our local news, weather, sports. We keep you updated every hour on what's going on in the Halton Hills area. And check it out. Go to haltonhillsonline.com.
Well, and you can also mention we do have 2 worldwide stations there. Our FM108.ca is there, as well as the Radio GTA. So you got music from 60s, 70s, and 80s on the FM 108. And Radio GTA is just a wonderful compilation of many artists,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Great station to listen to, but
So yeah,
any one of them, you can listen to us at work, take us in the car, Bluetooth us to the car. It's simple. Most of us have huge data packages compared to what we had 2 or 3 years ago. So go ahead, Bluetooth us in the car and stay local. Keep us local.
Well,
We'd love to keep
And we give you the
informed.
information you need to know, but we don't overdo it.
No.
You know? Our listeners are growing, and some big news, as I say, we can't talk about.
Coming down the pipe real soon, I hope.
Let's hope so.
Real soon.
We're looking forward to it.
And we got to dangle the carrot.
And don't forget, Big Daddy's on in the morning, and Halton Hills Online. Got Leah's on, of course, and Lee is going to be giving up his afternoon show to, of course, Amanda, because he is going to be involved in something very special coming up.
Yes.
And
I
in
will be
promotions,
having my hands
and he's going to be the voice guy, and this, that, and the other. So we're all changing. Well, we're not all, but he is. But what I'm saying
making
is,
some changes.
well, because we have something really big coming down the pipe,
And we're growing.
We're growing.
And it's thanks to you guys. We appreciate you tuning in every week. It's,
So, Mandy, tell them you're all coming, and you're going to be on the air soon from 2 to 6.
Absolutely.
in the
Check
afternoon.
it out.
That's right. She's got all the tunes, and Mandy loves the heavy rock like you do too.
Good.
What are some of your favorite
psychedelic
tunes,
rock,
Mandy?
not so much heavy rock. It's
Yeah, I'm the
psychedelic
heavy rock. She's the
Yeah,
psychedelic
I
rock.
guess.
I like
But
both,
you-
but
some of the bands
I
you
really
love.
like this
Same
one.
here.
Oh,
yeah.
I listen to 3 Days Grace, Five Finger Death Punch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're into the punchier rock.
I'm
as
into
well.
I'm into a lot of the heavier
Yes.
stuff.
The hair raising
Yeah.
stuff. And you'll be playing a little bit of that in the afternoon, but you'll be also be playing the Beatles and Elton John as
All
well.
kinds of good stuff.
So we're a happy bunch here at Halton Hills Online. We're growing, and thank you for joining us once again. And we're brought to you by Max Tires, 905-873-9255. There you go.
And the Canadian Diabetes Association.
and the Canadian Diabetes Association, as a matter of
So-
What
fact.
about Silver Creek Gas Station?
And Silver Creek
them a
Gas
mention.
Station. Yes, Silver Creek. Let's hear it for Silver Creek.
Absolutely.
Rock on.
Get
What
your
a,
tires done there, you get your gas, your
There-
oil changes, all that good stuff.
there you
as
go.
well. So,
All right.
All right, so for Big Daddy,
No,
Leah.
I have to say, community
Uh-oh.
is driven by You guys do.
You blew
guys
that
do it.
tire.
You guys
Well,
do
no,
it.
we've done it after that
Oh,
before.
yeah.
We've done that many times after that before. Don't go there,
Yeah.
because we got video to prove that one.
Community is driven by community.
You
You know,
navigate.
and
We drive.
There you
I'm
go.
just surprised he remembered. That's all.
Yeah. I'm smartening right up. I've been to the doctor. I'm taking pills.
I'm taking Bill. Big Daddy, Leah, I'm Lee. This is Mandy. Have yourselves a great week, everybody. We'll catch you next week, and we'll also catch you on the B-side.
Have a great week.
Go Bulldogs.